Problem. Policymakers often lack the scientific resources to call upon to inform legislation and constituent concerns. Enter one solution, SOPI, the Science One-Pager Initiative brought to you by the graduate students of the Science Policy Outreach Task Force, or SPOT, at Northwestern University. Our goal is to provide Illinois legislators with a free, unbiased by-request service. We are eager to bring scientific facts into policy using our unique learned expertise. First of all, how is SOPI related to racial justice? There are two main ways. First, science policy based on facts supports legislation that benefits Black, Indigenous, and communities with people of color. Second, diversifying perspectives in policy ensures different communities are being represented. We intentionally recruit students from a variety of backgrounds, not only including different disciplines, but also different identities in race, gender identity, sexual orientation, and more. This is meant to promote the presence of intersectional identities in science policy, and therefore provide diverse perspectives during the whole process. Let's discuss SOPI's history. In early 2018, we began assessing the need for evidence-based science policy in Illinois. In the spring of 2018, we traveled to Springfield for our first trip to make connections with legislators and learn where we could fit into the process. Shortly after, in the fall of 2018, we developed our pitch after learning that scientists were rarely involved in the process. In January of 2019, we received our first one-pager request from a freshman representative. From there, we were able to expand our efforts and received more requests. In March of this year, 2020, we expanded efforts by traveling to Springfield once again to now advertise our program and have since received more positive feedback and interest. So how does SOPI work? First, a legislator requests information on a scientific topic either brought up by a constituent or from their own interests. Next, SPOT reaches out to relevant graduate student experts from our database, including students from Northwestern and the University of Chicago. A lead writer or writers is chosen and they provide a first draft to the SOPI advisory board. We then go through a series of revisions to ensure that the most important information is included in the most concise and approachable way. Lastly, a final version is sent to the legislator and posted on SPOT's website for public viewing. We aim for a 2-week turnaround from the day of request to ensure that science is a part of the process as soon as possible. Here's an example of what we deliver to legislators. At the top, we have clear SPOT branding and an informative title so that anyone will know immediately what this one-pager is about. We also include a question-driven format so that it is easy to tell what each section is about. The questions include topics from the basic science to what the environmental and health effects are to any other specific information that a legislator wants. We also make sure to include examples of related legislation that is in other states or countries so that there is an idea of what is currently out there. We include bullet points for easy reading and provide the most concise and important information. Perhaps most importantly, we include extensively researched content. If legislators ever want to refer back to a paper or cite something, they can easily do so. We also never write to persuade, we only state facts. As graduate students, we are accustomed to perusing scientific literature, so this is an accessible process for us. So what have we done so far? We've written 15 one-pagers, are in direct contact with 16 Illinois representatives, including 1 state senator. We've had 19 graduate student writers, 5 of which are from the University of Chicago, and 4 representatives that have requested more than one-pager. Some of our one-pager topics include the following. The variety of topics lends itself to having a variety of graduate student writers as well. Given our progress in the last couple of years, what are our plans for the future? First, we plan to utilize our new student advisory board for one-pagers to ensure a more thorough review process and involve more students. Next, we plan to continue to connect to other universities and organizations within Northwestern, particularly those that involve underrepresented groups in STEM, such as SOCNAS. We also plan to increase involvement of state senators in order to extend our reach in the Illinois legislature. Lastly, we plan to increase our involvement during the exploratory phase of the legislative process. Our grassroots approach has given us the flexibility and platform to grow SOPI as we learn more about our potential place in the legislative process. From everyone at SPOT, thank you for listening. We are excited to see how SOPI continues to grow.